Hello there, YouTubers. Bud Light here, bringing light to the darkness of these financial times, hopefully. So you may be wondering what I'm doing here. Well, I'm greasing up my machinery and everything, which brings me to my other side hustle of what I want to talk to you about. Now, I think you could do, this would be a lot for you city folks. You could do in the city. And this is a grease gun, and you have zerts on your equipment and machinery and everything, grease zerts, to grease up your equipment. So here's my idea. I've heard of somebody do this. I didn't do it. I was the one who paid people to do this. But go to any construction site and or a civil site where they have equipment, machinery, and everything. And you want to get with the superintendent or the project manager of that site. And you want to ask them. And again, I always say, be honest and truthful. And just go say, hey, I'm trying to make a little extra few bucks on the side here to buy some groceries or whatever it may be. But here's the idea. All these construction sites have equipment. Now, when I ran my construction company, at the end of the day, all the equipment needed to be greased up and or washed or cleaned if it was really dirty. And a lot of my guys they're just like, I don't want to do that. But it was just one of the requirements, one of the rules. So all the equipment and everything's ready to go the next morning. So when you go there, you don't have to get a grease gun right now. They should have that on supply. But I can tell you this, if somebody would have come up to some of the superintendents, my guys that had to clean and grease up the machinery, at the end of the day, they'd probably pay out 10, 5, 10, well, back in the 90s, 5, 10, it may be more than that today. You may even get a $20 bill. If you could say, hey, I'll grease up all your machinery for you, all the grease zerts. And if it needs to be washed, then you need to wash it also. And that's a little extra money. One thing you might want to do if that takes off for you is to buy a portable power washer to carry around in the back of your truck, van. It may not fit too well in a Tesla or one of those little cars. But it's just an idea, guys, of another side hustle, of a way that you can make a little extra money. Because those guys, they've worked hard all day. And last thing they want to do is spend the last 15, 20 minutes having to grease up all the machinery. And I bet they would be glad to pay out cash for one thing. Now, I would imagine that this is not something that you have to go and get a license for or any of that other red tape stuff, because you're going directly to the guys on the job site, wherever it may be. And the other thing is, it's not just your construction job sites. That's obviously the best place to go. But I'd go knock on your city garage for the people who do all your city maintenance and everything. What's the worst they could say is no. If maybe you could help out there and do something like this. So just another tip, guys. What if it does take off? Then yeah, you might want to invest into a grease gun. And I know a lot of you may not even know how this works. By golly, I can assure you, they're going to show you how it works. And they'll point out the grease zerts. And once you get going on one site, it just opens up the door to other sites. Again, you know how big I am on knock on the door. So this is another knock on the door on those construction sites and ask them. You have to ask. You got to get out and beat the pavement to get these side hustles going and everything. So that's one of the deals I wanted to tell you today. And I hope somebody can use this. And it'd be great inside the city limits for a lot of you people. And good luck. God bless. Have a great day. Talk to you later.